today, so I'm out on the beach early. Sunrise, moonrise should coincide today, so it should be fairly close anyway. There's a little bit of swirl, about half a metre to a metre, and very calm at the moment. There's no wind, so I'm just going to cast I'm going to use a half pilchard to start with, just to see if there's anything sort of out here. There's a bit of a deep water through here, and a bit of a sandbar breaking out here, a bit of kelp along the beach here, which I'm a little concerned about. Hopefully there's none out here, otherwise I might have to move further that way. Okay, half a pilchard out on that sandbar. Tide's rising. It's just in the deeper water, just to the side of that sandbar. So if there's any fish around, they might be there. I haven't fished this beach for quite some time. Sun's just risen, overcast. It's around the moonrise as well. So I'm using a star sinker out there because there's a fair bit of sideways movement going that way. I've moved along the beach a little bit into some deeper water right in close, like it's really deep right in close here. It's all stirred up. There might be some fish in there. It's all, because it's so stirred up, it'll be releasing a lot more food, I guess, from under the sand. So I'm going to cast in fairly close, like 20 metres out, to see if there's something in here. Using half a pilchard. It felt like a very soft bite then. May have been enough to take the bait. Well, I think I need to check it. Hate to think I'm fishing with no bait. It's far too long between bites as it is. So there we go, half pilchard gone. Right, another half pilchard. If the same thing happens again, I'm going to put a keeper hook on. That's just a small hook sliding up to the bait that runs freely along the line, and if I get my hook bitten off, I'll lose them both. However, if I hook up on the keeper hook, it'll run up to the main hook and it won't come off. I recently did a video on fishing the full moon. Well, today, here we are, 2 weeks later, I'm now fishing the new moon. So today is the day of the new moon. I'm fishing the rising tide, so I'm going to fish up to and just maybe a little bit after the top of the tide and just see what's here. This beach I haven't been to for probably 12 months or over 12 months now, so it'll be interesting to see if there's anything here. Anyway, I'm using pilchards. I'm using half pilchards at the moment on maybe a 3 or 4 hook, and I'm also using some beach worms on a number 6 long shanked hook. So every day of the lunar cycle I've put a lot of study into over many years, or should I say the records I've kept over decades. So today I found with the new moon they can be very soft on the bite, like they're hard to detect, hard to hook. Energy level, it can change, it can be moderate to good at times. How would I rate the day overall? Well, I'd say it's medium, moderate, in that mid-range area. Not fantastic and not bad. So just the softness of the bite is going to make them difficult to hook. So despite it being new moon, the tide this morning is in the mid-range. The big tide is actually in the evening. So it's just a moderate size tide this morning, not much wind. Maybe just a slight breeze moving in slightly offshore. Fantastic day, it's just beautiful to be out here. Here alone, not a soul on the beach. I can see about a kilometre that way, and I can see, even though it's a bit misty, about the same distance looking into the sun, and not a soul. So when the fish are soft on the bite like they are today, they'll often pick a couple of times, and then you may have trouble, or you may just catch them in the lip because they're just picking softly. And you know, don't be surprised if you lose a couple of fish, because that's the nature of fish when they bite softly. You can tend to lose a few. Anyway, if you lose some, keep trying. Oh, little bite, I think. Bit of a bump there. Doing too much. Almost feels like a bream. I think my sinker's fighting more than the fish. Maybe it's having a bit of a go now. The little salmon. It's actually swallowed that hook. Well, I haven't caught many salmon in recent times, but yay, there's one. Because these fish are biting so softly, I've just put on a very sharp hook. Although that salmon swallowed the bait, if they're just going to pick at it, I want to give myself every chance of hooking them. Hence the sharp hook. Full half hitch around the head, around the nose. Even with the braid line I'm using today, I'm still having trouble detecting the bites. They are so soft. Alright, my second rod, I'm going to cast out a beach worm. There's a lot of current out there, so I am using a smaller star sinker on this worm bait. Not too far out. If there's any fish I envisage, I'll be in fairly close as that tide rises. Lovely big half a kilo whiting or bigger, it would be nice. Just had a soft bite. Hasn't come back, but Oh, there it is again. It's on there. Good little ripper. Could it be a big whiting? Might be a flatty. Oh, it's a bream. Flip, flop, oh, and come off. How'd it get him? Oh, just in time. Nearly lost that one. It's on a whiting hook. Often when they're soft on the bite like that, like he bit 3 or 4 times before they actually hooked up. Now when they're soft on the bite, that's what can happen. You can lose fish on the way in. Anyway, a nice bream. Be dinner tonight. Let's get another worm out. Lighten the drag off a little bit. So the braid I've got on here is very fine braid. I love this grappler line. It's got no memory in it, so it stays nice and straight, doesn't tangle too much. It's only 1/5 of a millimetre, or slightly less than 1/5 of a millimetre in diameter. For 30-pound line, that's pretty damn thin. But yeah, I'm loving this line. Oh, another soft bite. Yes, the thieves are out today, stealing the bait. Did I hook up? Don't think so. I think I've missed it. Here we go. Something's had a go at that worm. There's a lot of sand movement in there, and the star sinker's getting covered up pretty quickly, so it locks in really hard. Another good bite, and I don't think I've hooked him. It's that soft bite again. Oh, keep trying, keep trying. Bit more worm. Yeah, the current just here, because it's coming off the sandbar, this end of it is going that way, and this end of it pushing off into this deeper water back along here, where the waves are not breaking. I want to show you something that no one ever shows you, well, not as far as I'm aware anyway. If you look out in the water here, you see the sand's all stirred up right here. You'll find patches where it actually moves a little bit further out, like just here there's a spot where that sand's going out. Now to me that's the ideal spot for a fish to be hanging out looking for food. With that sand coming out, they identify sand with current and food, so that to me is probably the ideal spot to cast now that the tide's starting to recede. They're just here. Out there. I know it's close, it's only like 10 metres out, but let's just see if there's anything there. Oh, there's a bite. And again, very soft still. Did I hook him? There you go. A little dart or a yes, it's a dart. Again, very soft. See, he fell off the hook. Yeah, look at those spikes just there, and another one's there. You've got to be really careful because they're very slippery as well. Anyway, he can go back. You might just try that spot again. You can see it going out again just there. Just cast out to the end of it, end of where that sand is pushing out. Another soft bite. Again, I think my bait's been destroyed. I might have just hooked him, I think. Oh no, it's a flatty. He was sitting on the bait. Woo! So he's sitting in that, where I was talking about, where that water's rushing out, waiting to ambush anything coming off that sandbar and from the edge of the beach. There we go. Nice little sand flatty. There. Here we go. Oh! Watch those spikes, just there. A couple of spikes each side. I don't know whether you can see them. They're hard to see. Well, that soft bite today certainly made the going tough. However, if you've enjoyed what you've been watching and you want to see more, like, subscribe and share. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.